In 1931, the United States was deep inside the Great Depression. Bread could cost as little as 9 cents, yet millions of families still struggled to afford it. Unemployment climbed past 16%, and many households had only $1 or $2 to stretch across an entire week. Parents faced an impossible challenge: feeding large families with almost nothing in the pantry. Out of necessity, they invented simple meals that could deliver energy, calories, and comfort at the lowest possible cost. Before continuing, take a moment to like the video and subscribe. Stories like these reveal how everyday people solved problems that history rarely talks about. During those difficult years, sandwiches became one of the most practical solutions. Bread was inexpensive, widely available, and easy to combine with almost any ingredient. Some combinations were surprisingly clever. Others existed simply because there was nothing else to eat. Many of these sandwiches disappeared as prosperity returned. Others were quietly replaced by packaged foods and fast meals. But for an entire generation, these humble creations meant survival. Here are 30 poor man's sandwiches from the Great Depression that America slowly forgot. Number 30, the sugar sandwich. One of the simplest sandwiches of the era, contained only 3 ingredients: bread, butter, and sugar. Parents would spread butter across white bread and sprinkle granulated sugar on top. The sugar crystals added crunch while the butter held everything together. Sugar was extremely affordable in the early 1930s, often costing only a few cents per pound. For many children, this became a quick source of energy during the day. Although simple, the combination of fat and sugar provided rapid calories that helped children remain active through long school days. As economic conditions improved in the late 1930s, the sugar sandwich quietly disappeared from most lunchboxes. Number 29, the ketchup sandwich. When cupboards were nearly empty, sometimes the only ingredient available was a bottle of ketchup. 2 slices of bread with a thick layer of ketchup between them created a quick meal that required no cooking. Tomatoes provided a small amount of vitamins, while the vinegar added flavor that helped make plain bread easier to eat. In struggling industrial cities where factory jobs had vanished, the ketchup sandwich became a common last-minute meal. Number 28, the lard sandwich. In mining towns and rural communities, lard was often cheaper than butter. Families spread a generous layer of lard on bread and sprinkled it with salt. The result was extremely high in calories, which made it valuable for laborers working long physical shifts. For coal miners and factory workers burning thousands of calories each day, this sandwich delivered the energy needed to keep working. When processed vegetable shortenings appeared in stores during the 1940s, the traditional lard sandwich faded from everyday meals. Number 27, the potato sandwich. Leftover mashed potatoes rarely went to waste. Cold potatoes from the previous night's dinner were often spread between slices of bread to create a thick and filling sandwich. Potatoes were one of the cheapest foods available during the Depression, sometimes selling for only a few cents per pound. Stacking potatoes with bread created a surprisingly satisfying meal built almost entirely from carbohydrates. Number 26. The onion sandwich. Raw onion slices layered on buttered bread formed another extremely inexpensive lunch. Onions stored well for weeks, making them reliable ingredients even when fresh vegetables were difficult to find. Despite their strong flavor, onions provided vitamins and nutrients that helped prevent deficiencies during difficult times. The sharp taste made this sandwich memorable, even if it was not always socially popular. Number 25, the mayonnaise sandwich. For some households, mayonnaise alone became the filling. A simple spread of mayonnaise on soft bread delivered fat and calories that helped maintain energy throughout the day. Eggs and oil, the main ingredients in mayonnaise, provided nutrients that many other cheap meals lacked. Number 24, the banana sandwich. Bananas were one of the few affordable fruits available during the Depression. Sliced bananas layered on bread created a sweet and satisfying snack. Some families added sugar, while others included mayonnaise or butter. For children who rarely experienced fresh fruit, this sandwich felt like a special treat. Number 23, the mustard sandwich. When absolutely nothing else remained in the kitchen, mustard sometimes became the only topping available. A thick layer of mustard between bread slices added strong flavor, even though it contained very little nutrition. This sandwich represented the final option before going hungry. Number 21, the bread and gravy sandwich. When meat was finished but cooking drippings remained, families turned them into gravy. The gravy was poured directly over slices of bread or placed between them to form a warm sandwich. Even after the meat was gone, the flavor remained. Number 20, the hot water cornbread sandwich. In the southern United States, cornmeal was often cheaper than wheat flour. Cooks mixed cornmeal with boiling water and shaped it into patties before frying them in fat. The finished cornbread could be split open and filled with syrup, butter, or bacon grease. Number 19, the bean sandwich. Cooked beans were mashed slightly and spread on bread like a paste. Beans were inexpensive, easy to store, and packed with protein and fiber. This sandwich appeared frequently among workers who needed filling meals without spending much money. Number 18, the toast sandwich. This unusual creation placed a slice of toasted bread between two slices of regular bread. The contrast between soft bread and crunchy toast added texture and flavor, even though the ingredients were extremely simple. Number 17, the tomato sandwich. Fresh tomato slices layered on bread with mayonnaise, salt, and pepper became popular during summer months. When gardens produced large harvests, tomatoes were often abundant and free. The juicy texture made the sandwich refreshing and surprisingly satisfying. Number 16, the pimento cheese sandwich. Shredded cheese mixed with mayonnaise and chopped pimentos formed a creamy spread. This mixture allowed families to stretch small amounts of cheese into larger servings. Number 15, the fried egg sandwich. Eggs were one of the cheapest complete proteins available. A single fried egg placed between bread created a simple yet nutritious meal. Number 14, the liverwurst sandwich. Liverwurst spread on rye bread provided an affordable source of protein. This sandwich was especially common in communities with strong European immigrant traditions. Number 13, the olive loaf sandwich. Olive loaf, a processed meat containing chopped olives, became popular because it was cheaper than traditional deli meats. Number 12, the cheese dream. This open-faced sandwich placed cheese on bread and melted it under heat until bubbling and golden. It later evolved into the grilled cheese sandwich. Number 11, the head cheese sandwich. Head cheese, made from parts of a pig's head, cooked and pressed together, appeared in many immigrant kitchens. Despite the unusual name, it provided affordable protein. Number 10, the salmon patty sandwich. Canned salmon mixed with crumbs and egg could be shaped into patties and fried. These patties were then served between slices of bread. Number 9, the chipped beef sandwich. Thin slices of dried beef were served with creamy gravy over bread or toast. The dish remained popular through the mid-20th century. Number 8, the deviled ham sandwich. Deviled ham spread from a small tin offered a quick and flavorful sandwich filling. Number 7, the mock apple pie. Sandwich crackers baked with sugar, lemon juice, and cinnamon created a filling that surprisingly resembled apple pie. Number 6, the tongue sandwich. Beef tongue was boiled until tender, sliced thin, and served on rye bread with mustard. Number 5, the souse sandwich. Pickled pig's feet and ears were chopped and pressed into a loaf before being sliced for sandwiches. Number 4, the fried hot dog. Sandwich hot dogs sliced lengthwise and fried flat were placed between bread slices to stretch the meat further. Number 3, the bread and butter pickle. Sandwich pickles layered on buttered bread created a tangy and refreshing meal. Fermented foods like pickles also supported digestion. Number 2, the coffee bread meal. Stale bread soaked in coffee provided both energy and warmth for laborers beginning long workdays. Number 1, the wish sandwich. The final sandwich represented the harshest reality of the Great Depression. 2 slices of bread with nothing inside. The name reflected a simple idea: wishing there was something more to eat. These sandwiches were more than recipes. They were solutions created during one of the most difficult economic periods in American history. They demonstrated how families used creativity, resourcefulness, and determination to survive when money was scarce and food was limited. Many of these meals disappeared as prosperity returned, but they remain powerful reminders of resilience and ingenuity. Before leaving, remember to like the video and subscribe for more forgotten food history and stories from the past.